Hello everyone. So today we have the stage 3 of Tour de Zwift, and the main goal is to stay with the front group for as long as possible. And as you can see, the start is going to be really hard, as every Zwift race or almost group ride also start off. The start is really hard, so we push a decent walk just to stay with the front group and be able to stay with them for as long as possible. And eventually, just a couple of minutes in, it will eventually slow down a bit. And the course is the big ring, which is pretty flat, uh, but in the jungle, as you're going out of the jungle, you're gonna have a climb that's separated into two parts, uh, basically, and that's gonna be the real hard challenge. Also, this what you call it, the hilly section, where it's a lot of rollers up and down, can be quite tough also, especially for me. I'm on the edge almost all the time. As you can see right here, almost 40 minutes in, I have an average that's not so far from my FTP. But then we enter the first riser, or the climb out of the two, coming out of the jungle, and I really struggle here. As you can see, pushing a lot of watts for me. I have to use my feather, and having a real hard time to just hang on. As you can see, I decided here, as you can see the face of struggle, that this is not going to last. I have to find my own pace, just do it in my own kind of pace, because I'm nowhere near to hang with these guys. So I have to let them go, just find my own rhythm, and basically from here I'm in no man's land. I'm gonna ride the 20 kilometers that we have left, probably by myself if I don't stop and wait for someone. But as we drive on here, I noticed that I have some guys behind me, 30 seconds behind me, and I decided to have a new goal, because I can't stay with the front group, so I'm just gonna try to stay ahead of the other guys behind me. So I have some kind of goal, just to make it through the last 18Ks with some type of motivation. So trying to stay clear of them. As we go out of the jungle, we just have the second part of the climb before we down to the more section. And it's a lot better when you're just by your own and can find your own pace, and just push whatever you feel is sustainable. But still have a goal, and you can see they are not so far behind now. Managed to hold like 30 seconds in the top of the climb, so that's good. And here in the top of the climb, I'm really exhausted. I've given pretty much my all. So 14 kilometers left, some recovery in the downhill. And as you can see, the guys behind me is starting to close in, now 8 seconds behind, which means they gain like 22 seconds. So it's gonna be tough for the remaining 7 kilometers to keep them off me. But I push on the uphills to try to have a decent pace on the flats. And as we talked before, the main goal was to stay with front group, and that was just not even close to possible. And as we enter here, I have 3.3 kilometers left and 7 seconds behind. So they only gained 3 seconds in the last kilometers, so that's good. I have a chance to maybe keep them behind me. As we get closer here, I realize that they pushing good amount of watts behind me, and I am not really able to stay ahead of them. So with 1.4 kilometers left, I have to surrender for my second goal and let them catch up to me. Kudos to these guys for the effort. And then it's just, right through the finish line, feeling beaten, and also decent workout. Even if the first and second goal failed, it was a good ride. And I'm happy with the effort. Give it what I got, and have a bit left to be up with the front wheel. So with that, we have a ending to this stage 3 of Tour de Zwift. Thank you guys.